Here's some of my herbs before I cut them. That's my lemon thyme. Oh, excuse me, that's my oregano. That's my lemon thyme. And that is lemon thyme. That is my sage. That's my oregano and my cilantro. I'm gonna cut some to put up, and I'll show y'all all about that in a little bit. And I'll show you some of my garden this afternoon. This is my rosemary. I gotta move that snake. I try to move them around. My cucumbers over there. My little tomatoes and stuff, but I'll show y'all some more later. All right, I just took down some herbs out of my Marilyn Monroe room. I hang them up on a shelf, but anyway, I'll show you that later. These are what I've gotten. I got some, that is green onion, lemon thyme, oregano, sage. That is cilantro. That is basil, and that's rosemary. I've just got some sage right here that is going to be dried out. I've done rinsed it, washed it and rinsed it. And what I usually do, and I'll show you in a minute, is put it in a little bit of water. Well, a lot of water with a little bit of Dawn. And then I rinse them real good. That kills any bugs, mites, or anything. And then I've got some oregano right here. Some rosemary out of my garden right there. Some cilantro and some more lemon thyme. This is my favorite. This is basil. I love it on pizza. I mean, just take the leaves and cook it on pizza. Anyway, I make a little sudsy water. I know it's a lot, but I'll rinse it. But this kills any bugs, mites, or spiders, you know, anything that... Plus, you never know what's crawling around in your garden. Roaches and everything else. I'm not about to dry the food out and eat it. But anyway, that is my herbs right there that I'm doing now. I will show y'all my garden in another couple of days. After I let these dry, like the oregano and all, I get my little thread and I cut it up. I'm still letting the basil dry some more because it needs to be spread out. I picked it later than I did my other herbs, and it's still a little wet. And I like them to dry till the water's about gone off of them. And then I hang them up on the clothes hangers there. Anyway, I've done put up my basil, rosemary, cilantro, and lemon thyme. And I'll show you that in just a few. But what I'm gonna do is I take like a bundle, like I'll get a couple of, you know, this like that, and I'll put them together in a little bundle, just like that. And then anyway, I'm gonna put them together in a little bundle, about like that. And then I'm gonna tie them up, and then I tie them onto my clothes hangers. This is it. It's tied up. See, I tied it up in a little bundle, and then I'm gonna tie that. I tie it in a knot, and then I tie it to the clothes hanger and hang it on the clothes hanger with a knot. This is my Marilyn Monroe room. You know, I've collected her all since I've been a little girl, so I had to do something with this stuff, so I made a room. But anyway, that's my shelf right there. And you can see that I have hung them up on hangers. And I try to space them to where air can get through to them, because you do not want mold on your stuff. If you do, it could probably make you very sick. I don't know if it could kill you, but it might. But you want it aired out. If you can see, I spaced in between, because you got to space them. You got to have a lot of air circulation going to them. I got cilantro in the back of that one. Anyway, my rosemary and all, my lemon thyme and my oregano. But that's my shelf that I hang them on. And they'll sit in here probably maybe 4 to 6 weeks until they're dry. And this room doesn't get real dusty, so I don't worry about that. I hardly ever have to dust this room. Matter of fact, this room nobody stays in. But it is just going to be time, just waiting on time now for them to get done. When they're finished, I will take them and I will put them in glass jars that I've cleaned and made sure they're dry, and store them in my pantry with the name on them, sage, rosemary, whatever. Sometimes I like to take my oregano and bruise it a little bit and put it in a mason jar, put some little olive oil in there, put it in a cabinet, shake it about once a week for about 2 weeks, and take it out and strain it through some cheesecloth and make me some flavored olive oil. I do that regular, so far I hadn't died. I don't know if that's good or not, but anyway, I read it on YouTube somewhere, so I started doing it. But that's it, folks. And I'll show you maybe the garden another day or two. I got my oregano, not my oregano, I'm sorry, my basil already spread out like I like it. I like it like this, where it's got a little bit of space in between so that it can dry. If you can look, it's got a lot more space. And anyway, I got it like that. And then there's my thread. Like I said, I've been cutting it up. Of course, I had me a couple tomatoes come off my tomato plant. They were pretty good just to eat. But anyway, I'll show you the Marilyn Monroe room. Promised. I'm finished now. I got all my herbs up. You can see now they are all the way across. And they'll be like that for about 6 weeks. And then I'll go out there in 6 weeks and cut my other ones. But that's it. A lot of sage, a little bit of rosemary, some oregano, a little cilantro, some basil, and some lemon thyme. Yeah, that's it.